welcome again in Prime Educare and complete institution for JEE and NEET. Yes, today myself Dr. Neeta Sharma, your educator and guider. So today we have to complete the whole chapter about reproduction in organism. Okay, so let's find it out. What is sexual reproduction? Yes, sexual reproduction needs two parents, male and female. So male parent contain male gamete and female contain female gamete. So these gamete fuse and form zygote. Zygote multiply and form offspring. Yes, that is the whole process occur in sexual reproduction, students. So today I want to tell you explanation of sexual reproduction journey. Yes, there is an event, pre-fertilization event, fertilization event, and last is post-fertilization event. So all these topics cover in this sexual reproduction process. So let's start. Here, it involves the formation of male and female gamete in same individual or different individual. Same individual known as bisexual, which I already tell you in previous class that there is a plant or a flower in which both reproductive organ present in single flower, that is known as bisexual behavior. And this individual, which we know human, they are unisexual. They have different reproductive organ in different organisms. Now, all organisms reaches the stage of growth and maturity before they reproduce sexually. Yes, we have to mature because when child born, no producing of gametes occur in their body. When they mature, when the adolescence period occur, their puberty period occur, there is a change in their hormones, formation of gametes occur, then we called it that this offspring now becoming a child becoming a young ones, this young ones is now is ready for sexual behavior or sexual reproduction. Yes, now, juvenile phase, which I already tell you that juvenile phase is that phase in which when there is a phase before maturity, okay, when we got birth and the maturity come, that phase is known as juvenile phase. And what is senescence phase? Senescence phase means aging, okay, the age which is older, you know, we all have to be older at some point. So the end of reproductive phase is called senescence phase or old age, in which there is no formation of gamete in the body, or we call it old age or senescent or aging period. Now, flowering in plants. I have to clear there are some terms in bio, we have to study that also before study that events of pre-fertilization, fertilization and post-fertilization, students. Now, in annual and biannual plants, yes, annual and biannual plants are of two types. Annual plants contain flowering once a year and biannual plants contain flowering twice a year. Now, rice, wheat, marigold are the example of these plants. In some plants, flowering occurs several times, season to season. In different seasons, they occur flowers. Okay, so several times when in a year there is a flower, that type of flower also or plants also there. But I have to tell you that there are some plants in this whole world. There are some type of plants which show flowering in a whole life, once a life. Okay, means this is a very important topic, students. You have to listen that in a whole world there are some plants which occur flower once in their life. Yes, once in their life, and then nothing happen. So there is a only chance to reproduce, to make seeds, then formation of plants of their generation, next generation. So which are that plants? You know, bamboo flowering. Okay, bamboo plants show flowering between 50 to 100 years. Yes, when their flowers come, that means bamboo age is 50 or 100. Okay, so 50 to 100 year makes flowering in the bamboo species. Now there is Korangi or Strobilanthes kunthiana, which show flowering once in 12 year. Yes, once in a 12 year. So this is the very important topic. You need to learn this scientific names. Kunthiana, Strobilanthes kunthiana, and bamboo species are there. Okay. Now reproductive cycle in animals. Listen students, there are different types of animal in the world which show different type of cycles. Yes, there is a cycle, not that cycle. There is some seasonal cycles or yearly cycle. I want to say to you that once we called human that there is a continuous menstruation cycle or a monthly continuous menstruation cycle occur in a human. But here, I want to tell you some animals like dog, sheep, cow, they are seasonal breeders. They are season-based breeder who change their gametes seasonally, not monthly. So there are two types of organisms, reproductive organisms on the basis of their cycle. Some have seasonal cycle, some have continuous cycle. Okay. Now, I want to tell you that Easter cycle is a seasonal cycle, students. Like a cow, there is a particular some season in which there is a change in their body, like a hormonal changes, like an ova formation or an egg cell formation, and male also having some sudden changes on a particular season. So they mate at that season and form their offspring. Yes, on a particular season. So these are the seasonal breeders which mate on their specific seasons. Clear? Now, menstrual cycle. What do you mean by menstrual cycle? It happens in apes or we call primates. Primates are well developed with brain. So, apes, human, monkey, these show menstrual cycles because they show monthly breeders. Monthly breeders means they have monthly cycles. It means they have monthly hormonal changes in their body. A female in this category, in menstruation phase category, a female contain ova monthly. Yes, students, they contain ova monthly. So, it is the reproductive cycle of primates like monkey, apes and human. They are active throughout their reproductive phase, or it is called continuous breeder. What I am telling that there is a month and in this month there is a ova which prepare in that female, and if the fertilization occur it form offspring. Okay, after pregnancy it form offspring. So that is happen in next month or other month also. Every month they form a egg cell or a sperms. So this is the best cycle that for continuous breeder, and it is called menstrual cycle. Now, there are events, what I am telling you here, there are three types of event: pre-fertilization, fertilization and post-fertilization event. So students, pre-fertilization events means when your body ready to prepare gametes, that process is known as gametogenesis. Yes, gamete formation, gametogenesis. So, firstly, we have to prepare gametes in our body. Then, this gametes is to transfer. Okay, we should transfer the gamete. So there is a process, gamete transfer. These two topics come in pre-fertilization event. And what is post-fertilization event? Post-fertilization event means when this fertilization occur and formation of zygote occur. This zygote form and complete embryo. This process is called post-fertilization event or embryogenesis. So this embryo become an adult or an offspring. Now, I'm here again telling you one by one the terms or a detail of a pre-fertilization event, because in summary I'm already telling you that what is pre-fertilization, what is fertilization, what is gamete transfer, what is after pre-fertilization or fertilization occur, post-fertilization event. Now, gametogenesis is the process of formation of male and female gamete, students. Okay. Now, what is homogamete? Or we called it isogametes. Listen students, when male gamete and female gamete look similar, okay? When male gamete or female gamete look similar, male and female gamete look similar, they both look similar, you can't differentiate, then this type of gamete are known as homogametes. These are the best example which is shown in algae or fungi. Now, what is anthrozoid? Or first we call what is heterogamete. Heterogamete means when you can differentiate between male gamete and female gamete. Okay. Now, there is a differentiation in sperm and ova, or we call egg cell. Yes students, when we can differentiate, then this process is known as heterogametes. Now, you have to tell that what is sperm, what you called sperm in previous classes. Yes, anthrozoids. And what we called egg cell? Ova. Yes, female gamete. Clear students? Now, here, for example, monoecious plant or for dioecious plant, there is a best example of cucurbita and papaya date palm. Now, sexuality in animals. Hermaphrodite condition also found in animals, in which you have to find out some example like tapeworm, earthworm, sponges, leech. This type of animals contain both reproductive organ, means male and female reproductive organ in a single organism. Yes, when a single organism like earthworm contain male reproductive organ also and female reproductive organ also. So this means this type of animal is called hermaphrodite, or we call bisexual animals. Yes, animals also are bisexuals. And now you can see here the NCERT page in which there are some example of chromosome number. And when we make gametes in our body, gamete is known as half chromosome number. So the main chromosome number when half, it is called gamete. Yes, like for example, human in male and female human, there is 46 chromosome in a single cell, 46 chromosome in a single cell, but they don't fuse and form 92 chromosome. No, we have to firstly form gametes, means half chromosome in sperm and half chromosome in egg cell. This half chromosomes fuse and form a complete zygote, which chromosome known as 46 number. Now you clear that why we form gametes? Because we have to half that number, so easily it fuse, male character and female character half are fused and form a complete offspring. Yes, so this nature we call human beings a myocyte number or a full chromosome number. So here is a term myocyte. Myocyte number is a full chromosome number which we have. Okay, which we have. But gamete is a half chromosome number of a myocyte. So if I said housefly is 12, so what is the gamete number? 6. Okay, rat myocyte number is absent, but 21 is a gamete number. So double it. Yes, what is the number? Clear it. 21 is equals to 42. Yes, so rat myocyte number is 42. Full chromosome number is 42. Now these are all example of full chromosome number myocyte and a half chromosome number gametes. Now sexuality in organisms. Here homothallic or heterothallic, or we called monoecious or dioecious. What is that meaning? Clear that. It is the bisexual condition in fungi and plant in both male and female reproductive structure are present in single individual. Yes, homothallic means when both male and female. Yes, I already said you that in bisexual condition or a hermaphrodite condition, when both male and female or reproductive organ present in a same, that is called homothallic. Okay? And heterothallic means found in different organisms like humans. Male flower staminate, bear stamen. Okay? Female flower is a pistillate, bear pistil. This is a common term. Now, here, what is unisexual animal? Yes, students, what is unisexual animals? Clear this term, unisexual, reproductive organ in a single organism. One reproductive organ in a single organism. Like mammals, amphibian, fishes, birds, insect, cockroach. Okay? Bisexual, unisexual. Unisexuality, bisexuality. Homothallic, heterothallic. Okay? These are all terms. But there is a pattern, very common pattern for a formula. B, M, Ho, Her. Bisexual, monoecious, homothallic, hermaphrodite. All these terms are known as same definition, in which one single organism contain both reproductive organ. Okay? B, M, Ho, Her. Now, opposite of that, U, D, hat. Unisexual, dioecious, heterothallic. Okay? These are the organism. They are the organism in which different type of organisms are, in which different type of reproductive organs are present in different organisms. Okay? So, single organ present single reproductive organ. Now, this is the formula, students. You got it? What is I'm here? What I have written? Yes. Now, haploid organisms. Now, what is haploid and diploid? In previous classes or in lower classes, you already studied that there are two types of organisms, haploid and diploid. Haploid organisms are already like gametes. They have already half chromosome. And diploids are which they are having full chromosome. Okay? So, now they are haploid and they are diploid. We are diploid, we have full chromosome number, and like algae, fungus, they are haploid, they are already gametic body. Now, I want to tell you transfer of gametes. Yes, we are in now mid of the class that we have to study about transfer of gametes. Students, today in majority of organisms, male gamete, yes, always male gamete. Only male gamete in a majority show motility, or we call transfer, okay, from one place to another, or we call it in human that sperm goes inside the vagina, or we call pollen grains in a flower which goes to stem that आपका stigma. Okay, so these are all the purpose that whole the nature also wants that majority is always for male, that male gamete is motile and female is stationary. Now, exception is there, always exception is there, that in algae or in fungus, both male and female gametes are motile. So, they both fuse. Now, because the help of water. Now, I want to tell you that here is the process in which pollen grain transfer to stigma. Okay, this process is known as pollination. What is we called? Pollination, students. Now, unisexual and cross-fertilization plant pollination occur by media like air, insect, bird, etc. So, what is the term? I always tell you that pollen grain transfer from one place to another by the help of air, or by the help of water, or by the help of insect, birds, mollusca, bats. These are all the pollination agents. Yes. In higher chapters, we study that process. Now, here is our next term. What is fertilization or syngamy? You know, when male and female gamete fuse, that is known as fertilization, students. And what is parthenogenesis? Without fertilization, if there is a zygote formation, yes, when female, you know that there is a sperm, there is a ova, we need sperm to fuse with ova and form zygote. What happens when there is no sperm? There is no transfer of a sperm. Still, egg cell convert into zygote. Yes, without fertilization, if egg cell convert into zygote, then this process is called parthenogenesis. Yes, then this process is called parthenogenesis. Example, honeybee, some lizard, turkey bird. These are all example for parthenogenesis. Now, what is external fertilization or disadvantage of external fertilization? You know, there are two types of fertilization, external and internal. Look, internal fertilization and external fertilization. External fertilization. In internal fertilization and in external fertilization, there is a difference. The major difference is that sperm meet with ova outside the body. Yes. In an organism, for example, frog. Male frog release their sperm in water. Female also release their egg cell in water. And both the gamete meet in water, not in body. Yes, this is the difference of external fertilization with internal fertilization, in which you see sperm and ova meet but in water medium, externally water medium, and offspring produce. Many offspring produce, but most of them die because any predator can see that. Okay? Any predator can see that offspring and eat them. This is the disadvantage of external fertilization, that we know that there is a maximum offspring produced, but these offsprings maximally, you know that they break down, or we call it damage by the predators. Okay. So external fertilization is when fusion of male and female gamete outside the body. Example, aquatic organisms like amphibian, algae and fish fishes. They show this type of fertilization. Now, organisms produce large number of gametes. We know sperm produce in large number and eggs produce in large number. Predator destroy eggs, definitely, and survival rate is very less. This is the disadvantage. Now, we can say here, internal fertilization. Internal fertilization occur inside the body. Example, in humans. Sperm goes inside the vagina, in a uterus, and fertilization occur. When fertilization occur, baby form inside the body. Okay. So, no predator can see that child. So, there is a number of offspring are less, but there is a successful rate high. Yes. So, this example happen in terrestrial animals and seed plants. Fertilization occur inside the body. Now, what is zygote? Students, listen. I want to tell you that what is zygote? Zygote is a diplontic process in which half male and half female gamete fuse and it form zygote. Yes. But here I want to tell you one thing, that if a parent is like haploid in nature, they form a diploid organism. When parents are already haploid, how their zygote look diploid? So this zygote immediately show meiosis process and become half in number, n, half in number, and we got 4 zygote cells. Yes, this is the best example for algae and fungus because their body are like haploid. When they fuse, male and female fuse, they form zygote, and this zygote doesn't look like their parents. Now, which process occur? Now, meiosis occur and the 4 cell forms, and now all these 4 cells are like zygote, are like a spores, and they all have half chromosome number. Now, we can see here in diplontic plant, or we call it in diplontic animals, when the maximum we show diploid organism male and diploid organism female. Our body show meiosis first because we have to half the number. Okay students, we have to half the number and again we form a zygote. So now our zygote doesn't show meiosis because meiosis already happened in our body. So this type of process is called diplontic zygote, and in this type of process we call haplontic zygote stages. Now we are in ending position. Yes students, we are in ending position. So viviparous, what is viviparous? See, this term oviparous and viviparous, I combinedly collect you there. Oviparous and viviparous. Viviparous. Both the terms are related to offsprings. Yes. So, when the offspring is in mother body, there is an embryonic layer, triple embryonic layer. Inside the body, there is a triple embryonic layer which we call placenta or embryonic layer, or we call cyst. So, when that child born, a complete child born, there is no other stages, a complete child born and looking like an adult, that process is known as viviparous, in which we gave birth to direct young ones. Yes, like human baby produced directly, that is known as viviparous condition. Now, what is oviparous? Simply, we know when you know that hen, they lay eggs having a cover of a calcium carbonate, and that calcium carbonate always protecting inside embryonic stages of a chick. Now, oviparous means when they don't get the direct offspring, they just give their eggs, and that egg seen to be or released to be maximum time for preparation of that adult, and that they damage the calcium carbonate and the adult form. So this process is called oviparous. Now in the ending stage, means post fertilization event, we have to clear that there is a change in a flower also. Yes, in a post fertilization event there is a change in a flower also. Like after zygote formation, you see here that petals and sepal damage or fall off, pistil fall off, and there is a fruit or a vegetable only. But in some situation, plants show this sepal and pistil with that fruit or vegetable. You see here brinjal having sepals. You see watermelon having pistil. Yes. You see that bottle gourd, yeah, that is also having pistil. You see tomato also having sepals with pistil. So these are the post-fertilization event in flower. Like after zygote formation, sepal, petals, stamens are fall off. What I had already tell you. In some plants like tomato, brinjal, sepal remain with fruit. Yes, zygote develop into embryo, and we know that this embryo later on develop into seed. Okay students, now you want to see that there is a fertilization process in which this is a ovary always convert into fruit, and there is a ovule always convert into seed. So in higher classes, or we call it in higher chapter, we study this in very deeply. So this is the topic what I clear here. Now after that, there is a embryogenesis, or we call oviparous, which I already tell you that process. That embryogenesis means the whole process in which zygote form an embryo transfer into an adult. That process is known as post-fertilization event, or we call embryogenesis. And oviparous nature, I already tell you that egg-laying condition is known as oviparous. And now I am ending my chapter with a very huge smile that you know we have completed our chapter. Now students, if you want to see all these videos, so please like, share and subscribe this channel and the video, and please revise it out this chapter again and again. Thank you.